Eventually, during the Clinton years, our government made a secret pact with Saudi Arabia and Pakistan to end the chaos in Afghanistan by introducing a new force called the Taliban.
Is there somebody in the administration that's in charge of selling this to the American people?
Well, in my building, it's the Secretary of State.
I mean, somebody specifically who has the responsibility of explaining to the American people why we're doing this, that the American people think we've already done.
You know, the only thing I would add, I mean, both our secretaries are heavily involved. It's a top priority for both Secretary Gates and Secretary Clinton. And of course, Vice President Biden was tasked with President Obama right off the bat to lead our government's efforts. But in terms of a government spokesperson, I guess that's...
What you're both indicating is that there is none. And I'm suggesting that there is a key problem here because the American people thought they bought this, used it, and finished with it. And they're done with it and don't have to make any further investments. And it seems to be not the case. And these kinds of things are going to be very, very difficult to do in the ensuing months, if not years, given all the givens, both the realities and the political terms that we have to come to. And I'll move on to something else. Is there any war in this region, in the entire region, that we can afford to ever finally leave?
You know, I don't want to speak outside the lane of, you know, my particular portfolio stretches from Egypt up through Iraq and Iran down
Yemen.
Can
we afford to leave Egypt? Can we afford to leave Libya? Can we afford to leave anywhere?
I think that we have profound national interest in this part of the world, countering weapons of mass destruction, countering violent extremism, energy security, the safety and security of Israel and our other strategic partners. So I think we are heavily invested in this part of the world. We have a sizable presence in this part of the world. We are likely to remain postured at a pretty high level even as we draw down from Iraq. So I don't know whether the question is ever, but we are...
Draw down means 5 to 7 years and billions of dollars. You start multiplying that across a region where everything is 5 to 7 years. That's going to shift to 5 to 7 years by the time we get to 6 years. And it's going to cost more billions of dollars. I'm not advocating leaving this place yet, but I just want to know, because of the lack of an answer to my first question, if there's nobody in charge of selling it, nobody's going to buy it.
Well, I would say that we've made a consistent case as an administration. The president did so again last week when he gave his big Middle East speech of emphasizing the importance of the long-term strategic partnership with Iraq, and that it's especially important in light of all the events with the Arab Spring. So Iraq's been so important to our national interest for 20 years that we've either been at war against Iraq or in Iraq for 20 years. So clearly we've made an investment.
What about a financial partnership? You're talking about billions of dollars in supporting a partner that's richer than we are in many ways. Not really, but they seem to have some bucks. And they're going into financial partnerships with other people, which means they're cheating on us.
Representative Ackerman, we have no intention of leaving Iraq. I think it was pretty clear in our opening statements, all three of us, and in fact we've asked for assistance.
The American people think we've left. They think we've made the political decision that we've... Here's the problem. You have no intention of leaving, and everybody else in the country, except those who are really finely tuned, which is a very limited audience, thinks we've already done that.